A-N-G.
What up, bro?
Hello. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Dude,
what's the next lyric? It's been a while.
Since I said I'm sorry. Something like that.
Is that Nickelback?
That is Stained. Stained.
Wow, taking deep.
Yeah, man.
Good looks. Yo, you were going to tell me something. You were like, something was pissing me off today. So
yeah,
what
I was
is
like,
that?
I told Gil, I was like, something made me super fucking mad today. And I was like, I'm going to save it for the podcast.
It's always a good hang.
So I played a gig tonight. I was a sideman for a friend of ours, and it was at Vinyl at Center Stage. And I got my shit in the car, and me and Ricky are pulling out, and we're waiting. You have to like make a left onto this one way out of this parking garage, and you're kind of on the sidewalk before you make a left onto the street. And these three dudes walk behind the car, and one of them's wearing a Buffalo Bills shirt. And I'm like, fuck yeah. So I lean out the window. I go, hey, go Bills. And he just looks at me and goes, okay. And I was like,
He was a fraud, bro.
I was like, whoa.
Yo, that's a fraud.
Whoa.
That's a fraud, dude.
Yeah, I was telling Ray, I was like, if I said that in Buffalo, bro, someone would have been
done a
tossing their
cartwheel.
grandma
Yeah.
through a fucking folding table. Dude, I'm like,
Okay.
first of all, what? If I say go Bills, you say go Bills.
Yeah.
God.
I would even say go Bills.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It
I'm
made
not
me
even-
so mad. And it was like, this dude probably just fucking got this shirt from Abercrombie. He's
Literally.
like, doesn't even know who the Bills are. I'm like,
right.
do that. You can do that. You can do that kind of bullshit for the Kansas City Chiefs. Let me tell you that right now.
Yeah.
But not for our boys up in.
It's like when you're wearing a band.
Niagara Falls.
It's like when you're wearing a band shirt. It's like name 3 songs.
Oh my
name
gosh.
name one player on that team.
That I will
Poser.
say the Banty thing is a little annoying when people are like, name 3 songs.
I
like,
get it.
I'm like, when was the last time you hugged your kid? You know what I'm saying? Fuck off, Roger.
Some dudes just need a hug, bro.
Dude, seriously.
Like, honestly.
But otherwise, I'm here. I'm feeling good.
Good,
I just took an everything shower. I got my hat on. I got my fucking dogs are out.
Energy's
Good, bro.
Energy's
I'm
high,
good.
bro.
I'm comfy.
Energy's high.
Comfy.
Yeah, man. Some people just need a hug or a good friend.
Or a good hang, man.
Yeah.
God damn. I got it. You got something to say?
I was like, some people just need a good friend, and that's what we're talking about. How you doing?
How you fucking
talking
doing,
about
man?
friends, man. We're talking about friends.
Yeah.
Sounds kind of corny, but we're talking about types of friends. Everyone's got that friend, you know.
Yeah.
But,
Type.
Yeah, whatever. Not necessarily. I'm not saying I have all. These are all my friends.
Do you have
Like,
any
I'm
friends? I'm not necessarily saying I have any friends, but if I did, this is what I imagine they would be like.
This is what I. Yeah.
yeah.
I got friends. I'm actually a very lucky dude. Why was that so funny?
I don't know. You're just like, I'm going to get serious for a second.
I just wanted to make it clear. I got homies. If anyone was wondering.
You got at least one.
Dude, it's important. Like, it's important to have friends. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
man, if you don't have friendship, like, I don't know.
What do you have? Nothing.
I mean, straight up, bro. Like, it impacts your life in such a crazy way. You know what I mean? Like, I think about, my life's a bitch, bro, sometimes. And, like, it gets stressful or whatever. And like, they're just important to have for emotional support. You know what I mean? Social connection. We're social creatures. And, like, everyone gets lonely sometimes and you can get isolated sometimes. But if you don't have anyone to go to, like, that shit can take a toll on your health. So, you know what I mean? Studies show that literally having good friends improves your health. Lower blood pressure. This is a fact, bro. Lower depression risk, better immune function, and a longer lifespan.
God.
And, I've had some friends. I've been lucky. I've just grown. These people have forced me to grow. They challenge you. My friends, like the reason I became tight with, I don't know.
We're keeping that in.
My boys used to compete. That's what we did. We became friends because we liked competing against each other. I have a theory, bro, that your best friends are just the cats that you like competing against the most. So I don't know. Anyway,
I have friends that are nice to me.
dude, that's sick. That's crazy.
Dude, that's sick.
That's insane, dude. That's insane.
That's crazy. But there's a lot of different types of friends. And I think that's what we're talking about today. Like you said at the beginning, like everybody's got that one friend that fill in the blank. So We're just gonna go through these and chat about them because I'm sure this is gonna bring up some stories
Some thoughts,
and whatnot.
bro. Yeah, some thoughts.
No naming names.
No naming names.
Yeah, we're not naming any names.
And if you feel personally attacked, you might be that guy.
Maybe you're that friend.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, let's jump into it, man.
What makes a good friend, though?
What makes a good friend?
Yeah.
I think not only someone who's there for you when you're having a great part of your life, but mostly people who are there for you when you're, down and out.
Right.
A good friend is present. They're never, looking at their phone while you're having a conversation. A good friend forgives. A good friend is honest.
Ooh, I like that.
I think honesty is maybe one of the pillars there.
Yeah.
But good friend is funny. For me, a good friend always has a nice dark sense of humor.
Yeah, you got to a little bit.
Yeah, that's maybe. Yeah.
What makes a shit friend?
Fair weather friends.
Fair weather friends, bro.
People who are like, here's what I think makes a shit friend is like, God, I got a whole freaking list right here.
Or not necessarily a shit friend, but
maybe just like what
not
puts
a
someone
true
in the
friend.
acquaintance category rather than like a good friend.
I think a good friend will prioritize seeing you. And
Right.
like I've had some people in my life that, if they got some other plans, they would, they're peeling out on me or skating out on me. And I think we've all experienced that. And it's just like, maybe we just weren't meant to be friends. I don't
Yeah,
know.
people come and go, man. That's a very real thing. And I think something that doesn't make a good friend is someone who doesn't allow that process to happen naturally. Someone who tries to cling on to that
Ooh,
friendship.
I've had those too.
It's like, dude, we are not
Yeah.
like, this is not it, man.
I've had friends who are jealous that I'm hanging out with my other friends.
Yeah, that's a bad friend.
That's
bad friend.
full. But dude, I've had a lot of types of friends. Like kind of you were just kind of saying. Like I got my day ones who research says if you've been friends with someone for 7 years, that's a friend for life. You're gonna end up being friends with them for life. So we got a few to go.
All right.
We're gonna grind it out. But I have those friends. I have my college friends who unfortunately, like you've probably experienced this too. You were very close to people in college, and then everyone kind of goes and does their own thing.
Yeah,
and you go,
which is good.
Yeah.
But it is tough sometimes.
Yeah, it's-
people you were once so close to, like shared a lot of first experiences with,
Yeah,
especially in college.
Yeah, it's maybe spent damn near every day together.
Right.
It's just like, damn. And then I think you have your work friends
Oof.
who are like, you're tight as hell, but like, I rarely have ever seen this cat.
Outside of work.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
something.
Oh, interesting, dude.
Interesting.
Interesting. Like here's what separates a work friend from a real friend. If work is the only thing that bonds you together and like you can't really relate on anything other than that. Because I've worked with people who have become really
Me
good
too.
friends. You know
Me
what I'm
too.
saying? And it's because our topic of conversation is never revolving around the work that we're doing.
Ooh, I don't know.
Sometimes it is. When I worked at the
yeah.
guitar store, it definitely was because
Yeah.
that's like a common interest we all have.
Right.
But I mean more so like we would go deeper than that.
Certainly.
You know what I mean?
Certainly. Yeah. I feel like with the work friends, like what really will start to bond people at work is like the shared trauma of work. And like that will bond you. And then you move past that. You like, it goes deeper. But yeah. And I feel like every friend group has you kind of get a true good group of friends will have the full spectrum of just,
all the players.
all the role players, bro. Like from the introvert down to the extrovert, like, you have everyone kind of, at least in my friend group. But yeah, let's go into the types, bro. Do you want to kick us off here?
Sure, man. I'll start with a good one.
Okay.
Everyone has that one friend that when you're out at night or the night's starting to wind down, they'd be like, so we getting food? You know what I mean? In Rochester, someone would just go, garbage plates after the gig, and everyone would be like, yeah! It's like, there's always like the food, what's his fucking name? They're pretty sure coming. What was that guy's name?
Paul Revere?
Paul Revere, yeah.
Yeah.
The culinary Paul Revere, they're like, we gotta go get some food.
Dude, I love that.
The
friend.
hunger's coming.
Hell yeah. They got the spots dialed in.
That's right.
Were you that friend? I feel like food's on your
Sometimes.
mind quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, food's on my mind 24/7.
What's a garbage plate?
A garbage plate is the staple food of my hometown. It is a plate. Picture a large dinner plate. Half of it is mac salad. Half of it is home fries.
Whoa.
And then you have 2 burger patties on top and like a smothered meat hot sauce. I like to get it with sauteed onions on top. And sometimes people put like ketchup and mustard and whatnot. But it's huge. It's a mountain of food and it'll knock your ass out. But dude, we used to play gigs when I was like 14, 15 years old, like when we were first starting to play gigs, after we would just go to fucking, Webster Hots and just grab a garbage plate, and we'd each eat like 1.5 of them.
Oh my
I mean, they were
God.
insane, dude. But
I'm so hungry thinking about that.
I know. Fuck. I should have got a sweet treat before we started. Fuck. But yeah.
But yeah, nice. Every friend group has the unit.
Wait, what do you mean?
The unit, bro.
It's the dude, like that dude's a fucking
It's
unit.
a unit. He's just a body, and that he's just like he's the muscle. He's the big guy. You
He's
know
like
what I
the
mean?
gravitational pull,
Yeah, he's like he's just the fucking unit, man. Like he's
Definitely always like is the strongest person in the group.
yeah. I think the unit can go a couple ways. I think you like dude's jacked or whatever, like or like he's just a big dude. And
Yeah.
he's just like
Or they're just like dense, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Some
yeah,
people
yeah.
are just, some people aren't necessarily big, but you're like, dude, that, a diamond couldn't even cut that dude.
Right.
you know?
It's just a brick shit house. But they're always they're a teddy bear though. You know what I'm
Always.
saying?
Always, dude.
But the unit, Baba Ganoush, yeah.
Oh, how you freaking doing? Every friend group's got that friend who is like the absolute assassin car DJ.
Oh my god.
Who's always got the playlist on lock,
yeah,
dude.
yeah. The Ox God. Yeah,
Ox God, yeah. Some people who understand the vibes, dude. Oh,
The vibe reader. Yeah.
yeah.
This dude gets it.
Yeah. They always know, they always know the soundtrack of the moment, like what
Yes,
it
bro.
should be.
Yes.
And it's not necessarily, sometimes it's songs that are popular, sometimes it's throwbacks. Sometimes you want to bring up songs, people go, oh my God, I forgot about this song. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that's a skill set, man.
yeah, it's like if you're getting in the car, going out to party with your friends, what song are you putting on? Someone hands you the aux, what song are you putting on?
I'm so paid.
Oh God, I see bunnies on the cookie.
Yeah, dude.
So good, bro. I'm putting on "Let's Get It Started" by the Black Eyed Peas.
Oh, that's a great tune. Yeah, that is a skill set. I love. It's a responsibility too.
It really is.
It's like you're the Batman or whatever. Like you're just dialed. It's like, and they'll toss on songs that it's like, when you hear a song on the radio or a song comes on shuffle, it's like, whoa, that's it.
Yeah.
They just know that. They just know what to play.
Yeah, you got to be able to like kind of feel the energy in the car, and especially on road trips, like you got to be a good co-pilot, man.
Dude, it could make or break the ride.
100%.
I totally think it could make or break the ride.
And as a good DJ, you got to know when to turn that volume down when it's time to have a good, nice talk.
Yep, and you got to be unselfish. Don't
Yeah.
play all the stuff you want to hear. You got to tune. You got to know your boys' taste. Everything.
right.
This goes for the boys and the girls. We're not discriminating here, but obviously we're talking about our own personal experience. All right, next up, I got the twisted sense of humor. Cat.
I love
Okay,
this person.
dark, cynical. The type of person that that you got to break through their wall to get this out of them.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm saying? And like when they start hitting you with these things, sometimes it's under their breath. They might not be the loudest cat in the room.
They usually aren't.
They usually aren't. But they'll mutter or whisper something, but low key they're like the funniest cat in the group.
Yeah, no one ever believes you when you tell people what they said.
Right.
They'd be, "I never
Dude, you
said
have
that
no idea.
shit."
You got to get to know this dude because they're so
Yeah.
funny. But it's it can get dark sometimes.
The
but
silent killer,
It's too
man.
funny, man. It's too funny.
Yeah. Oh, dude, this next type of person is one of my favorite type of people. Everyone's got that one friend that when you go out to eat, they always get water for the table.
It's a hero.
You're that guy.
I'm the guy.
Every time we go to Victory, bro, you're like, who needs water? And you come back with water.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah.
that's a fucking huge deal.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
It is. No, it doesn't go unnoticed.
I
Dude.
appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
The water for the table guy is huge. Even if it's like, hey, can we get some waters?
Yeah,
Oh,
you just
thank you,
ask.
bro. Yeah, you just ask
the
the
people who
waitress
like kind
or
of
waiter.
advocate for the table.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
always nice.
Yeah. Oh,
That's-
man, I didn't
oh.
even think of that. It's brilliant.
The people who like order the appetizer,
Yeah.
because when the waiter comes over, I'm like,
Yeah.
and they're like, we want the fucking mozzarella sticks,
Yeah,
and we
yeah.
want waters for fucking everyone.
Yeah. I like an aggressive appetizer orderer.
Yeah.
That is a unit in and of itself.
Yeah, that's also the unit.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Because like, you know what? Why do we even have the conversation? Of course we want these apps. Let them fire them up. The shirt off the back friend. This is the type of friend that you could call. This is a rare friend to have too.
Mm-hmm.
Like a real shirt off the back friend. And it just made me think of the LeConte shirt off the back.
Oh my gosh.
It's kind of guy this guy is. But you know, you can call this cat. Your car breaks down 3 hours away. It's 4 in the morning.
problem.
I'm going to come get you, man. You know what I mean? I don't need anything from you. I'm just that kind of person. And, you know, my sister's like this for me. She would do this. You know, I could call her up in the middle of the night. She would drive, you know, no please, no begging. Like, I got you. I'm coming right now. And it's a good friend to have, man. Don't take advantage of this friend.
Right.
But understand that you're damn lucky to have this person. So, yeah.
It's funny. My sister is also that friend for me.
Good.
And one time, my buddy's grandfather died, and I went to the funeral with him, and he was like, I'm so sad, bro. Will you smoke with me? And so we went outside and got crazy stoned at this funeral. And I had to call my sister. I was like, Emma, I'm so high at this funeral. I need you to come pick me up. And she came and picked me up and just drove me around until I came down. It was great.
Oh, wow. What a friend.
Yeah. Mom and Dad never knew.
Yeah, my Jeep, I had a Jeep Wrangler, and I was driving up to Maine with my buddy, and my Jeep broke down probably an hour into the ride. And I'm standing on the side of the road. My phone's like about to die, and I called my sister, and she pulled up, drove, brought me home, let me take her car, I think, and I headed up to Maine. But just homie shit, you know.
God, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Every I wouldn't say every friend group, but everybody has that one friend that you would bring on a heist with you.
Okay.
This is like throughout my whole adult life, I've been accumulating a list of people I would bring on a heist. And you got to think about what that type of person, you know, what character traits they have, right? They're not necessarily the nicest person, you know, but they're like, you just have that friend that's so savvy with everything.
Yeah.
And they can move quietly, and they know how to just execute a plan so well and just be like, at the end, you know what I mean? Like, I love that friend, dude.
Hell yeah,
no questions asked type of friend.
Okay.
Like, we're robbing the bank.
Yeah. Whose car are we taking?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He goes, we do this heist. He goes, I'll drive. You know what I mean? Like, I love that type of friend.
That's a great friend.
Just kind of, I guess that maybe you could expand that into just like the friend that is down for anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Whose car are we taking? I like it.
Yeah.
I kind of had, this is an interesting one I had. All I wrote down for this was the wild card.
Oof.
I don't know what that means really, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad friend, but it's a friend who is, you know, you're kind of like afraid to mix him with the other friend groups.
Oh, yeah.
Or like he's just kind of dude's just kind of a wild card.
Your straight jacket friend.
Yeah. You gotta like, it's just like, oh my God, like and like, you know, can get a little too banged up, maybe can say the wrong thing, like, you know.
Just like not the type of dude you'd bring around your grandparents.
Exactly. Like the mouth is just wrong. Like, dude, look where we are right now.
Oh,
you're really,
dude,
you know what I mean? Like the lack of self-awareness, kind of a little bit of that.
Yeah,
it's just like it's
the
a
loose
liability.
cannon, man.
The loose cannon. Yeah, that's a good name for it.
Everyone's got to have this type of friend. In school, when the teacher would say some crazy shit or some super funny stuff would happen in the class, the friend you immediately are just like, you make eye contact with across the room.
Yeah.
I have a person in mind for me, just like this dude I grew up with, and you know, you can like just read each other's minds when some funny shit happens in the class.
Oh my God.
They just shoot you that side eye.
Yeah, and you just like can't.
Oh my God. Dude, remember like how huge of a deal it was when kids would like fucking fart in class?
Yeah.
Kids ever just like fart in class?
I don't remember a lot of farts getting ripped.
God, I used to this one kid who just like farted. He just go, "Excuse me." I'm like,
some kid said it after he farted.
you just fart all the time,
dude. Like I feel like that's like you could get embarrassed and like kind of ripped on if you farted and like
maybe, but maybe you just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. There's some people in high school that like, or not the high school that I went to, but like my public high school, like there's like some people that crap their pants and they're still hearing about it, you know?
Oh,
it was like 8 years ago. People don't forget, you know?
Yeah, dude. I went to high school with a kid who was so stoned that he kept asking the teacher if he could go to the bathroom. And the teacher was doing the teacher thing where he goes, I don't know, can you?
Brutal.
And then he was like, I really have to go to the bathroom. And the teacher was like, no, just joking around. Like, obviously he could go.
Right.
And then at one point, the teacher goes, dude, I wasn't serious. And I turn around and the kid's just like pissing his pants.
Oh my God.
I felt so bad, bro.
That's terrible.
And the best is like, it was on Halloween and I was dressed as Jesus. And so I'm like, dude, It's a fucking weird situation. Oh my gosh.
Man.
Oh.
All right. Everyone's got the glue guy friend.
The glue guy?
The glue guy, the glue, bro.
Oh, the glue of the group type
Yeah,
of
the
thing?
glue of the group. So like maybe it could have been the person that brought the crew together, unified
yeah.
the group. Maybe this person, he or she, was friends with a couple people and also a couple people. And it's the friend that, you know, the glue is closest with, they're super close with every person in the group. But
Right.
maybe there's little parts like this person and this person that aren't wicked close. Maybe if they got together solo, it'd be like kind of weird.
little
But-
awkward.
But the glue guy pulls up. Oh, thank God, glue guy's
Dude,
here.
yeah, you were the glue person. Like when they're gone, you really feel their presence.
Right,
and also,
right.
usually the hang doesn't happen without this person initiating it.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. The glue is a major player.
Yeah.
And like when this person shows up, man, thank God, glue guy's here.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I
But,
kind of
yeah.
hate that. Every friend group has that the person who is the trend guy who's just like is the first for everything.
Mhm.
For example, I had a friend growing up, and you know he went to Syracuse University, and I was at the time, and my band drove there because we were gonna play a house show, and he was like, "Bro, have you heard of Jewel?" And I was like, I was like, "What do you mean?" No. And he goes, "Bro, I'm telling you, shit's gonna be everywhere. Just watch." And he's like, just like chief in this Jewel, man. And he was always like, always the first to know about new technology and like new gadgets and
I had a
stuff
friend
like that. Yeah.
Got the iPhone on day one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're just, you know, they always know what's up next, and they got a kind of a finger on the
Right.
pulse of like advancement.
It's nice to have that friend, you know? It keeps
Yeah,
you
well,
kind
it's
of
like
in
if
the
it
loop.
wasn't for that friend, like I wouldn't know shit
Right,
about what's
right,
going on, you know.
Right. I had the chill parents friend.
Ooh,
The
that's
friend
a good one.
with chill parents. Yeah. Or I had a few friends that all my friends' parents were pretty cool, but you know, this stuff that you can just like pull up to their house, like just I'm pulling up, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like that you could sleep over all the time, like whatever.
They're like,
now
help
I'm going
yourself
back
to the fridge, you know.
Yeah. Like they always had snacks on deck. Like they were cool with you guys having people there, like whatever. Like that friend is it's an important friend because
Right.
it brings the crew together. The crew.
Right. It's
You
a
know what I
safe
mean?
place for you guys to be
it's a
dumbasses.
safe place. Exactly. Yeah. So, and like, you know, just having the chill parents is good stuff. But
Yeah, I agree. I mean, every friend group's got to have the fucking random trivia person
okay, yeah.
who is just a nut job at trivia.
Just an
But
encyclopedia.
yeah, they like couldn't pass, you know, a fourth grade history exam, but they do know all this random trivia.
Right.
It's important.
It's a weapon. The one-liner wizard. I might be this guy.
Yeah,
in
you're
my
pretty
friend
good at
group,
this.
But just like I don't know, like the cat that you know, not the most extroverted cat in the room, but when this dude speaks, like it's just electric.
Yeah.
Like they just drop the craziest one-liners, like the funniest shit. Like I mean, I got a handful of friends that are pretty dialed with this. Their references are out of control. Their movie
Oh,
references.
yeah. You gotta have
got
good
the movie
reference.
reference friend.
Yeah, you
Like,
got to
it's-
have that kind of friend.
Yeah, just like I mean, half the stuff that comes out of their mouth is like whatever quotes from movies, but like they're just electric.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know.
That, I feel like that's kind of a non-negotiable for me in a friendship is like we have to be able to quote funny stuff together.
Dude,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Yeah. Because if I mean, shit, if none of my references are getting picked up, I don't know if we're gonna make it.
Yeah.
Straight up,
I still got to watch Dumb and Dumber. So
dude. Oh my god, yeah.
That's
Fuck,
pretty crazy.
that is wild.
Okay, I listed all my good ones. I'm gonna get into some spicy ones now.
All right. These people are still friends, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
None
for
of this is like
Okay.
stuff that would make me not.
Right.
Well, maybe some of it is, but we'll find out. Everybody has that one friend who's like, you are their best friend, but they're not your best friend.
Oh yeah.
That is always super awkward.
Yeah. It can be flattering, I think, too, though, that they care about you like that.
It can be, yeah. It depends.
maybe
on
you're
how
just-
it goes about.
Yeah, maybe you're just a little more fortunate. You got a bigger social circle or whatever, but
That's a good point.
yeah, I don't know. Everybody's got that one friend. This is a big one. Huge. The beacon lighter. Okay? This kid lights the beacons. He rallies the troops. He's the planner.
Oh,
No one would get
gosh.
together without him.
Yeah,
The boys wouldn't get together. The boys or the girls wouldn't get together without this person.
this is giving glue person. Sometimes it's adjacent. It feels adjacent to
It
it.
feels adjacent to glue guy. Okay.
A little bit.
It can be glue guy. It can also be just that kid's got his stuff together,
Yeah.
and he's like cares about the crew. It's like,
Yeah.
let's get people together. We're having a party here. We're doing this. What are you guys doing this weekend? You want to play? You want to play golf? You want to do this, that? That guy's huge because I'm not this person.
Right.
I am not the person that makes the plans. Like I am the person that's lucky to have the friend that makes the plans where I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Dude, that's a good one. Everyone's got that one friend who like the only thing you have in common is some joke y'all made like 10 years ago and they keep just beating it to death. Oh my gosh. I had a friend in middle school and high school who we kind of bonded over this funny YouTube video in middle school, and like we didn't really have anything else in common, and every time I saw him he would just be like quote it. I was like, don't beat a dead horse.
Don't that can't be your only thing.
Yeah.
But sometimes I get that. It's like that thing was so funny that it's just like inside jokes are huge, man.
Well, if you actually have a relationship with someone outside of that joke, then it's cool to bring stuff up like that. But if it's the only thing, man,
yeah.
shit cheeses me.
Yeah. I feel like everyone's got the one upper friend. Say you say so, oh dude, I broke my arm when I was I broke both my arms. You know what I mean? It's like,
And you're like, you win?
It's like, yeah, it's like, all right, dude. I feel like everyone's got the compulsive liar friend. Did you have one of these? You don't have to say that.
I've had a couple of these, man.
Yeah. It could be lying about whatever. It doesn't really matter. Like just full of crap, kind of. That didn't happen, bro. You didn't get with her.
Yeah.
Like, no, you didn't.
I had a dude in college who was in my guitar rep class, and he'd be like, "Yeah, I just got off the road with Dragon Force," and everyone was like, "No, you didn't. You didn't do that.
Yeah.
No, you didn't." Yeah, just fucking. I mean, it's a condition, man. I mean, it's really kind of fucked. But yeah, everyone has that friend who's just always missing. You know what I'm saying? Like, where is this person?
Where is he?
I kind of love this person.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because they're always off. You'll finally find them. They'll be like, dude, look at this cool thing I found. And like, we thought you were dead.
Oh my god, dude.
They found some crazy hole in the wall, like cool restaurant or something.
Right.
People like the wandering friend, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I think this is a cool quality. And I have this quality a little bit where it's like, if I'm out with people or whatever, I might just like branch off and do my own thing for a second and then come back. And
yeah, the wanderer.
I like to have alone moments even within a public setting.
Yeah, me too. Sometimes you just got to take a beat, take it in. Mob over here, like a cat. Speaking of cats, Winnie is like meowing outside the door right now. Chill out. You got that one friend who's they're just the luckiest cat on earth.
Oh God, I hate this friend.
It's like, dude, what? Like you just can't keep getting lucky, man. Like, I don't know. It's like you aren't necessarily built to be living this life, but you are somehow. I don't know.
It is pretty crazy. I mean, yeah, some people just like keep getting the good hand of cards.
Yeah,
you know? just by chance sometimes. It's not even like, you know, did they deserve it or they don't deserve it. It's just like, it's super random. Yeah. And it was cool. Yeah.
Good for them, I guess.
Everybody's got that friend that like, I don't know how to describe it in that way, but you know, when you have that friend, you're like, it's always something with that guy. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Like they never show up to shit and you're like, it's always something with him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I guess like the compulsive complainer or whatever.
Okay.
This dude's always got something going on. You know, you're never just having a good fucking day. Like, come on.
I mean, like, I feel like every friend group might have the pessimist.
Sure.
Is that kind of that?
Yeah, I guess.
Like,
yeah.
Not necessarily like they're just like, you know, a total like bummer, but they're, you know, it's like, they're kind of cynical and they just, man. It's like, you know what, dude, lighten up.
They're like, like my fucking leg hurts. And then you see this and they're like,
the excuses.
Got this thing in my finger. And like, and maybe it's true sometimes, but it's like, it's always something with this guy. He's never healthy, 76. Never happy.
No excuses, play like a champion. I feel like that can also be, you also got the friend. I've had friends who are just the optimist.
Oh,
Not a cloud in the sky. It could be dumping rain. Fuck it, man. Let's just go out there anyway and do that.
Yeah.
Fuck it. You know, we're gonna have a great time.
I love this.
You need that person. You know what I mean? Because then you'll dial back in. You'll be like, okay, you know, maybe I was being a little pessimistic. I like this cat's attitude.
You got to keep each other in check. I think that's the important part.
Right.
Everyone's got that one friend who's like on the verge of being a full blown conspiracy theorist.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
that's a good one.
They're not quite down the rabbit hole yet.
Yeah. But
they're like,
on
have
the
you guys
cusp.
thought about that? Like I saw a TikTok about it and you're like, don't fucking go there.
I might be this person. I might
Really?
a hint of it. Yeah. I don't know.
Is there a conspiracy theory that you're like super interested in?
There's a handful. Let's save it for the conspiracy theory episode. I'm going to really dive
Stay
in.
tuned.
I'm going to dive in. But
Okay.
I don't know. It might be the cancellation of Sean Gill.
Fuck.
I feel like everyone's got that friend that's just very fashionable.
Mm.
Or at least, you know, more fashionable than the rest.
Yeah.
I feel like you're my friend that's like that.
Really?
And I mean, yeah.
You got me today, bro. I'm on my
I don't
fucking
know.
dogs
Yeah, I mean,
right
you
now.
gave me this shirt, so does that even count?
That's true.
And then I feel like everyone's got the friend that's just, Jesus, bro, what are you wearing? What are those? That belongs in a fireplace. That is what the heck, bro?
Oh my
Kid got-
gosh, that's
kid-
funny,
Kid
dude.
got styled by Ron that lives on the dumpster. But no, this might be me, actually. Like, I just, you know, I need to dial it up.
There's a difference between not having style and not caring.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
If
I
you-
think I do have style.
yeah, when you actually give a shit and like you try,
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
Okay.
But I feel like most of the time you just don't fucking care.
Nah.
You're just kind of walking around in your sweats or whatever.
Yeah,
It's cool. I like
If I'm hanging at the house, that's just how it's just like, dude, why do I need to be dressed to the nines? Like, I'm
yeah,
literally just
the,
bumming it.
The number one rule of fashion is if you like it, wear it.
I like it.
That's it. Yeah, man, it's so funny because like everybody has that friend who's fashionable, and then that fashionable friend has a friend that's like more fashionable than them, and just keep going, keeps going up. Damn, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. Everybody has that one friend who takes every opportunity that they can to like dive into a deep conversation, even when it's kind of not appropriate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You'll be like, bro, let me get that fucking 10-piece nugget. And they're like, did you know that the nugget is sourced from the fat of an ant and it's actually blah, blah. And I'm like,
I know these people.
I'm like, I'm just trying to barrel this food right now. Oh, man. And I do think I love going deep with people.
Me too.
But there's a time and place for it.
There is a time and place though. Yeah.
And even for like cool stuff, people are like, you know, oh, it's just like we just got to talk about love and you know, presence right now. And I'm like, I kind of just want to brain rot right now. I don't really want to talk about that.
This makes me think of like the hippie friend that you got. It's just like, okay,
it could
like,
be that,
you know,
just like some heady fucking,
just too heady. Just know when to
a little woo woo. That friend.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Sometimes, you know, I am a very spiritual person. I'm a religious person. But people who just chalk every single thing up to like Mercury's and Gatorade, you know what I'm saying? That stuff is very real. Like I very much believe in that stuff, but I think people will, you know, sometimes put a little tune. They're like,
it's like, oh, I'm feeling this way because of this. It's like, you know what? You
because
have
I'm a
more
Scorpio.
power than that.
Like, it's like, bro, you just are fucking having a bad day. Like, relax.
Exactly. No, I dig that. Everyone's got that friend that's just an absolute weapon storyteller. Dr. Story,
I
bro.
love this friend.
Guilty as charged with the stories. Yeah, they man, they just can tell a damn story. And like as soon as they get going, bro, the whole crew is just cracking up. Like my stepdad is like this. He is just I probably mentioned this on the podcast before, but he is the most gifted storyteller I've ever met.
Really?
It's unbelievable the way he can just, I don't know. He's just maybe the funniest person on the planet, but he's so fucking funny, dude. Like it's
awesome.
just the way he can like spin a story. Like if I told it, it wouldn't even be, people would be like, oh, that's cool. If he tells it, people are crying. Like
Dude.
I just don't know. It's a gift, man.
It really is.
It's a gift.
It's an art, man.
Storyteller. Yeah,
It's
it is
an
an
art.
art.
Everybody has that one friend who they make a certain thing their entire personality.
Yeah, not a fan.
This shit drives me fucking nuts, man. Like, especially when it comes to like smoking weed.
Oh my god.
If smoking weed is your whole personality, like fucking lose my number, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of anything.
I actually had this as one, and it was
really?
the dedicated stoner friend. It's just like Do we have to be getting high like everything we do? Like, does it have to be like?
I guess.
Like sometimes it's like dope to like have that friend that like is rolled up, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I
don't want to sound like a fucking narc right now. I'm not like anti-drug, but
no,
like,
certainly not.
there is that friend who like every time you go for a hike, every time you go to a concert,
gotta be
it's like,
smoking.
it's like, yo, should we fucking roll up? I'm like,
It's actually not the move. I would make this argument. It's not the move to be high all the time.
100%.
I used to be high all the time.
That's why you can say this,
Right. And like it's like life's actually better when it's in balance, when things are in balance, and like those things are used to like elevate certain experiences. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's all about intention. Just like anything else, man.
Right. The absolute boner, but means well, friend. This kid's an absolute boner, but he means well. And he's really good to me. It's just an absolute dork, dude. Just like an absolute dork, and like he's just kind of cringe, and like he makes people uncomfortable sometimes.
Oh, I had this one. That friend who's like, just like slightly creepy, but like is really nice.
Yeah, super good guy.
But you're just like, can we ease up on the fucking creepiness for a sec?
You're just kind of a fucking clown sometimes, but you're like, you mean so well, and you might actually be the shirt off the back friend too. You probably are.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I don't know.
That's so funny. I had the same fucking thing. Everybody's got that one friend who like failed their fucking driver's test a bunch of times.
I had the bad driver friend.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
my
bad
God.
driver. Everyone's got the friend that's kind of an absolute liability on the road. And like you're just like, it's like you don't want, they don't really do a lot of the driving because you don't want them behind the wheel.
Yeah. Which is frustrating because like then you're always taking your car.
Right.
And they never offer up their car. And when they do, you're like, I don't really want to get in that car.
Yeah, I don't really want to die tonight.
Yeah. It's like, maybe I could drive your car.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But then it's like, can I drive your car? It's like, it's like kind of a dick thing to be. Hey, I hate you suck at driving. Can I drive your car?
Yeah, dude. I'm at the point with my friends where I'll just straight up tell them.
Oh, for real?
Like, yeah, I don't want to call anyone out, but
everyone's got the friend. This friend I call the metabolism.
ooh,
they just can eat whatever, dude. And it's just like, why are you like ripped still?
it's a genetic freak.
Yeah,
man.
it's just like all you eat is chicken tenders and French fries, and like you're just jacked. Like I don't understand. It kind of pisses me off.
Yeah,
But,
I don't know, man.
Everyone's
That
got
catches
the
up to you
friend that can
eventually.
eat with absolute garbage diet, but they just yeah. But yeah, sometimes who knows?
Yeah, true. I have a friend who's like in his fucking late 30s and he just eats like pizza every day. Just he's fine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I mean, he's not fine. You know,
Right,
I'm
I'm
sure he
inside.
feels like shit,
Yeah.
but this fucking everyone has that one friend that you always got to be reminding them to Venmo you or like money you owe them. Yeah.
Is this a cheap friend or
I don't know if it's a
cheap might not be the right word.
Maybe we can talk about like the cheap friend because that really pisses me off. The friend who's like never willing to throw for shit.
I won't even be friends with those people.
No,
Like, that's something like people that are really cheap. Like I don't vibe with.
If someone gets the bill before we leave the fucking restaurant, I'm like, yo, how much was that? Can I see that? I'm Venmoing you before we leave.
Yeah, that's how you should do it.
Right. I hate when I gotta fucking track people
You
down.
shouldn't have to, man. And there's a difference between being broke and being cheap.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
if you're broke, you're not ordering the food on the fucking putting it
you're
on
not
the bill.
getting
Yeah. Oh, bro. Oh my God. When you go out to eat with people who drink and you don't drink and they get fucking 36 margaritas and they're like, let's just split the bill evenly. And I'm like, because that's not being cheap. That's like, fuck you. You just ran that bill up $1,000. Like, I'm not paying for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, pay people on time.
Right. And there's also like
Speaking of which, did you answer my Venmo?
Did you Venmo me?
I think I Venmo requested you. I think it was for the utilities or something.
For real? Dude, I actually don't. If I have a Venmo, I don't know about it. Sometimes I didn't. Oh shit! I got a couple Venmos from you. 2 days ago. I'm sorry. I didn't see him.
Can we throw like the thing up on the screen? It's like exposed.
Yeah,
it's okay.
sure.
I that was my plan. I was gonna bring it up in the podcast.
That's my bad. I got you.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
I got you right now. I got you at the episode. Everyone's got that friend that can dish it but can't take it, bro.
Oh, fuck this friend.
Dude, like,
honestly,
for real.
fuck that friend.
Yeah. Is an absolute elite shit talker. But as soon as you come back after them, the most defensive freak on the planet.
I hate
It's like,
that.
listen, dude, you got to if you're dishing it, you got to be able to take it.
Yeah. That's like, I mean, everyone also has that one friend that like doesn't dish it, but they also can't take it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just like, I don't know. I understand if you're a sensitive person. I totally get it. But like for me, like we shit talk. Like my friends and I, we shit talk.
Yeah. It's
we
usually out of
banter.
love. Like it's not like
Yeah,
it's like,
and there's a line to be drawn when someone's like really sensitive.
sure.
I try not to, but sometimes I'll they just cry out.
Like don't get all buttered. I used to be the friend that couldn't take it when I was like young, and I'd get all bent out of shape, and it just fuels the fire more because I'd react. I was very reactive.
And that's what they want.
Yeah, it's exactly what they want. It's like grade A bullying. Just like if you give the bully power by tweaking out.
Yeah, dude. Bully 101.
But I certainly have built some thicker skin. But the least punctual person on the planet, friend.
Can I look into this camera for this one?
Yeah.
Fuck this friend.
This is me, bro. This was me for a long time too. And my friends know this about me. They've been very cool to me about it. But yeah, I'm always running late and this kind of goes into the flake.
Ooh,
The flake.
the flake is a tough friend to have.
Yeah. And I built a little bit of a rep as the flake too, which is unfortunate. I don't know how that happened. Maybe it's because I was down for everything, and then some things didn't work out, or the nature of the work that I do. But I mean, maybe they get so mad because I'm the glue. I don't know, but
Maybe
everyone's got the flake.
Yeah, flake is tough because I get really excited to see people, and when I know who's going to the function, I start to kind of build the ecosystem of like the vibe in my head before I get there. I'm like, okay, this person's going to be there. That person's going to be there. I'm excited. We can talk about that.
Right.
I'm not an overthinker, I promise. But and then all of a sudden, like someone you're really excited to see just is, bails for a stupid reason.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, fuck you, dude. Like I was excited to see you.
I know. It hurts.
Yeah. Next time someone flakes on me, I'm just gonna text them, I need you. Just, see if they come,
It's nothing like going to the function too, and it's like you need that person there.
Yeah.
And like they're not. It's like whoa.
like you said, if they're the glue, man.
Yeah.
Everyone has that one friend who asks for forgiveness rather than permission with everything.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? They just kind of act on impulse, and then even if it affects you as a friend, they fucking and this strains the relationship.
This is a big one, bro.
Yeah, I like this is because this is not sustainable.
No, it isn't.
This friendship will end really quick, and I've had friends that will just do shit and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry," but it's like, how many times are you going to say that and before you actually start to mean it?
I would argue this person is not a good friend.
100%.
Yeah. Don't be that friend.
Yeah.
Don't be that friend. Don't be a user, dude.
Right.
Don't be a user.
Fuck that.
Literally.
I have to make a public admittance here. We've already talked about this. You already know about this.
Okay.
The banana pudding cheesecake incident.
I don't knock you for this, bro. I've done this before.
Dude, this is okay. Hold on.
You must have felt pretty bad about it.
Listen, I'm gonna tell this story, but I know how bad I felt. Our buddy Jay, shout out to Scrumped ATL. Go support him. He fucking rules.
The best desserts in Atlanta.
Yeah, in probably the world. Zoe was working with him for a day or so, and he sent Zoe home with a piece of banana pudding cheesecake because he knew Gil really liked it. Mm-hmm. I was under the impression that was for the house. And it was on the counter, and I saw that you had eaten half of it.
Okay, I just want to say this. Before I had left for work that night, I was talking to you, and I was like, oh, Zoe's bringing me, Jay's sending home a piece of cheesecake with Zoe for me. And you're like, oh, that's fire, dude. So I don't know if I believe that.
Maybe I like that went in one ear and out the other.
That must have happened like that. Yeah. Because you realized later. You're like,
yeah, and I was like, yeah, exactly. But something in my mind was like, maybe this is for the house. And I saw it sitting on the counter, and I texted you. I go, bro, is that cheesecake up for grabs? And before you could respond, I had a fucking moment of weakness, and I bulldozed that piece. And immediately, bro, I felt the strongest shame and regret that I had ever felt. Dude, I was freaking out. I'm talking to Zoe. I'm trying to call Jay. It's like fucking midnight.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
I'm like, oh my gosh, that was such a rookie move. Like, how that was so rude. Because then it's going through my head. I was like, oh my God, that was for Gil. He's probably looking forward to eating that when he gets home from work. I got to figure out how to get a replacement piece before he gets home. Swap out the goldfish. And dude, I couldn't do it. And I felt so bad. And I texted you and I was like, I couldn't sleep.
Dude, that's embarrassing.
And then you just go, yeah, we all have moments of weakness. And I was like, really? I still owe you that piece. I'm sorry I haven't gotten that yet, but that was my one moment of like forgiveness over permission.
I'm glad you had that. I was. I was eating a lot of desserts at the point. I wasn't too upset about it, but
sorry.
I do got to smack. I got to put in a scrumped order very soon.
Yeah, scrumped is so good.
But that's funny.
They also have gluten-free stuff, I think.
But no, dude, I agree. Like, and I've known these people. They're users and
they're takers.
Yeah, they're takers, and it's just like, man, like a relationship is give and take, and if all you do is take,
that's parasitic, bro.
That's parasitic. Friendships or relationships.
Yeah, fuck that.
Good one. Everyone's got that friend with a lights out laugh, dude.
Oh,
this laugh
dude,
is
I love
lights
this friend.
out.
I love this friend.
Yeah.
I have a soft spot for a wheeze laugh. If so, like Zoe has a fucking great laugh because she's got the you have like the Sean Gill burst of air wheeze.
yeah.
I'm realizing now I have a lot of friends that have wheezy laughs.
Yeah, the wheeze is good, man.
I have a friend, Grace. Shout out Grace Serene up in Nashville, and she fucking when she laughs, it's like it wheezes, and she wheezes so hard that it's like the demons are coming out of her. It's so funny. She has one of my favorite laughs in the whole world, and it's the type of laugh that when she's laughing, I don't even know what she's laughing about. I'm laughing too.
Everyone else laughs.
She has such an infectious fucking personality.
The infectious laugh friend is huge because if you can get them laughing, now everyone's laughing just because their laugh's so funny.
Yeah, exactly.
It's electric.
I love that friend. Everyone's got that one friend that is just such a fucking rule follower, bro. You know what I mean? Like they're never down to break the rules, and they're always looking out. So I will say there has been a point in my life where I was this person. Okay. I get anxiety about like breaking rules.
I do too
stuff,
sometimes. I just don't like confrontation.
Yeah.
So if it's gonna lead to like some kind of confrontation,
it's
like now what?
I don't like breaking rules that will affect others in a negative way.
Right.
Like that is where I kind of draw the line.
Yeah. Because generally, if you're fucking around, like you're making, you're making someone's life harder, probably.
Right. Yeah. Fuck that. Like if you're doing the milk jug challenge at the store and like throwing milk on the ground and making some minimum wage worker clean it up, like that's not cool.
I think it's shameful. Some of these TikToks that I've seen and stuff.
Oh my gosh,
shameful stuff. So.
Yeah, it's like if you're just creating work for someone who probably already hates their job, like fuck yourself.
Literally, dude. I see these TikTok. What is it? This dude's like jumping through the drive-through window and just like running around the. Have you seen that one? No doors, no problem. And he's like just jumping into the drive-through. It's like, man, like these are like minimum wage workers. It's like now I got this clown. Like
you're exploiting their misery so you can get some fucking views on TikTok. Like that is so selfish.
Actually, kind of clown. I think it's clown behavior.
Yeah.
Some people might think it's funny, whatever. And like to some extent, it is kind of funny, but
it's ridiculous.
It's not funny for those people. Yeah, it's just like that's just.
You don't want to don't be making people's lives harder that are working for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like actually come up with like interesting, unique content. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, everyone's got that friend that's a bad influence. Like you love this person, but hanging around them is not necessarily improving your life.
Yeah, eat small doses with this friend.
Yeah, or it's just like, man, this person, like I love them and they're awesome, but me hanging around them is drawing me away from my greatest potential to some extent.
Yeah.
This could mean a lot of different things.
So we're talking like an actual negative influence though. We're not talking like that friend who's just kind of a bad person.
No. This friend could be a great person. But being around them, sometimes you hear this, I was hanging around with the wrong group of people.
Yeah,
whatever.
that person. Yeah.
It's like they're not, the character of this person is not necessarily bad, but maybe the stuff you're getting into with them isn't great.
Sure. Yeah. We've all had periods of our life where we go through.
We might even have been that person.
I'm sure we have, man. I'm sure we have.
For sure.
This is my last one, but everyone has that one friend who just always has to play devil's advocate. This friend drives me nuts. Like people who play devil's advocate just for the sake of playing devil's advocate.
What does that mean?
Devil's advocate is they have to argue the opposing viewpoint.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, well, devil's advocate, and I'm like, there's a clear consensus on what the right thing is here, and you're just saying that because you want to be the one person different in the room.
Yeah.
I hate that shit,
dude. Sometimes, like, I know people that are that friend, like that. They just got to be different.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, everyone.
Like it's desperate.
I don't know what it is, but one of my best friends, like my oldest and longest friend, my homie Chris, he just like hates on all the best player on the team. He's like, fuck them.
Oh, he's like he's like a hipster, you know?
Yeah, he's just like, but he loves the most obscure like cat on the team. It's just like, dude, that dude sucks. He's just like, that's my guy. It's like kind of hilarious, but
that is very funny.
My boy Breezy. Everyone's got the self-deprecating friend, the self-deprecator. This person's kind of electric. They like kind of crap on themselves, but it's like lighthearted and like, you know what I mean? It's like you need that energy sometimes to bring the morale of the group up. I would argue.
Right.
So,
I totally agree.
This person makes people feel good. I got a couple more that I'm gonna rifle through if that's
Do it,
true.
man.
Everyone's got the birthday queen friend.
Oh,
it's like a national holiday. No one cares. Dude. No one cares. I don't know.
People are like, this whole month is my birthday.
My birthday month. Okay, dude.
We should be celebrating our mothers on that day.
Straight up. Everyone's got the brainiac friend, I feel like.
What do you mean?
Just a very intelligent friend.
Mm.
You know what I mean? They're just it's like you might go to this person. They don't have to necessarily be book smart like that, but they're just a smart cat that you go to for advice on stuff.
Yeah.
What should I do with my money? Or what
very
should I do?
intuitive friend.
Yeah, very like.
I think there's a difference between intelligence and like being smart.
Yeah,
you're talking about people who are intelligent, like who have a very good like compass, very good guidance factor to their life. Like they're just very good at,
they just got it together.
Making the parts move, man. Yeah. You need that friend.
Yeah, you do. I feel like everyone's got the problem. This was kind of the wild card friend, but the problematic drunk friend, liability.
The liability friend is funny. Yeah.
You got to be careful with this person. Man, I see these people all the time working in the bar industry. I just see so many liabilities. It's just like, it's just tough to see.
Yeah. Well, not only physically because they could get hurt or whatever, but just like sometimes the stuff they say or, you got that friend who like spills their drink on a stranger and you're like, fuck, I'm so sorry. You know what I mean? The sloppy drunk.
Yeah. And then I feel like every friend group has the sensitive cat. I might be this in my core group. I'm a little more sensitive.
I think you're a pretty sensitive person.
Yeah. Like when I say sensitive, I mean, I think I'm kind of honest and I'm kind of just, I don't know. I'm okay sharing things that are vulnerable sometimes. Like in my group, there's a couple hardened, a little more harder dudes, whatever. But I feel like I can be that person that is, or just whatever, talking about my problems, like just talking about. That's what friends are for, right?
Right.
So like, well, let me talk, and you guys are good friends, like because I feel heard, I feel seen, I feel like I feel like I belong. So you accept me for me. That's important as a friend, but that's really all I got, man. Like I write, we came up with some of these, but
to piggyback off that last one real quick before we close, every group has that friend who's the great listener.
Ooh,
that is like the best kind of person.
Oh my God.
People who listen to listen, not listen to respond.
Right.
When you're describing your problems to this person, they just go, "That sucks, man." And they don't offer all this unsolicited advice or whatever.
Because sometimes you just want to be heard.
Yeah, you kind of just want a shoulder to scream into.
Yeah.
You don't need someone to be solving all your problems.
Yeah, man. I would argue that becoming a better listener is something that everyone could work on. The world would be a better place if people listened, But we'll dive into that kind of stuff in future episodes because that's an important topic, man.
Yeah.
Got a mental health crisis we're in here. But all right, bro. Thanks for being a good friend to me.
Thank you for being a good friend to me also.
Bang!
Everywhere you go.